my camera died. Should have charged it last night, but I was too lazy. So my bangs are looking absolutely insane today, so I'm just gonna like push them back while I'm doing my makeup, so I don't have to worry about them. Okay, so, oh my god. So, this is, again, like I said, like my makeup for photo shoots or just kind of being out in the summer and wanting to look super glam and glowy. So I already did my foundation because it's just like so easy and not necessary to film, and I used the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover Full Coverage Protective Makeup with Sunscreen. I use this a lot in the summer. It's super glowy. Like, all I put is foundation on. I don't have concealer, or I have concealer on my eyelids. I don't have it under my eyes, and I have no powder on. So it's just this. It's super glowy and not like too glowy, like your face feels greasy. And it does have 50 SPF, which is cool. And that's usually what I use in the summer because I'm a little bit more tan. It's a little darker than my normal Bare Minerals one that I use. So it's usually what I use. And next I'm just gonna do my eyebrows with my CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow again. I use a shade medium. I didn't mention that last time. And I'm just gonna make them super fluffy because I'm very much into that. Oh. Perfect, that's literally all I do. I want it to look like a natural messy brow, and that is it. Make sure this is blended really good. And then I'm going to start with the eyes. So this is like the most important part to me when I'm doing this because I obviously have blue eyes, and good colors for blue eyes are like warm color. Complementary color in blue is orange. So anything like orangey, pinky, warm complements blue eyes a lot. So this is my favorite palette of all time. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk palette, or quad. And it has like a darker mauve, a pinky, and then two shimmers, a lighter one and a darker one. And it looks so good with my eye color, and I just am truly obsessed with how this makes my eyes look, and I haven't worn it in a long time, so this is going to make me very happy. Yeah, so I start out with like the lighter mauve-y pink, and then I use the darker pink like in my outer V and kind of darken up the outside. So I'm going to start with this color, and you'll see. Just kind of sticking that right in my crease with a big fluffy, this is a Morphe M513 brush. It's just a fluffy blender brush, and I just concentrate that in my crease like that. And if you think that your eyes look weird with eyeshadow, I would recommend trying not to bring a lot of it to your inner corner because sometimes it can kind of close off your eye. So it's okay when you're blending it out. I would focus out here. You can go over here a couple times, but don't focus in there because it just might be too much for you. When you're first starting out, it just kind of looks a little, makes your eye look darker, and you don't want that. You want your eye to look lighter. So yeah, this is definitely not something I do every single day. This is definitely like an occasion where I want to look super glowy and glam. So definitely not every day, but I love the pinks of it. So it's pretty much how I start it, and I'm gonna do the other eye. Same thing, just pointing it, getting some right on the tip of it and pointing it right in the crease right here. And then swiping it over. I know it's different for everyone because everyone has different shaped eyes, but just keep trying to just kind of go at it without thinking and just being like, okay, there's a crease in my eye, let's start. And just getting in there instead of like saying you can't do eyeshadow. Because everyone's always like, I can't do it. Like, you literally can. You just have to practice. Like, I don't think people realize like the people that do their makeup all the time have been doing it since they were like 10. Like, I've been doing my makeup for as long as I can remember, so obviously it's a little easier for me because I've been doing it forever, but just freaking practice. Just like I can't be a nurse like y'all. I don't know science. I don't know medicine. But I know makeup. because of practice. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm going to take the darker color. This is the darker mauve color. They don't have names, I don't think. Oh yeah, they do. I don't know how to say that. So the darker one is the darker matte one, not the shimmer. And I'm going to focus it on this outer V of my eye. So I'm going to take it right here to really smoke it out. Take a little more. Bring this up in my crease. Tiny, tiny bit. Okay, and then I don't fully blend it out yet. I finished the other eye. I don't know why I do this. I don't finish one eye at a time. I do like a step at a time. A step at a time. Sorry. Okay, once I have both the colors on, it's kind of coming off brighter on camera than it is in person, but that is okay. And then I take, this is like a, it's like a denser fluffy brush, I would say, with no eyeshadow on it. It's just a clean brush, and I blend it out completely. So I just kind of go at this, and you can remember, blend it down here if you want, because we're going to fix it with concealer. So just go crazy with the blending, girl or boy, and just kind of make sure it's nice and clean looking. You can always go back and add more if you're like, oh, it doesn't look dark enough. Like right now, I don't think that my eye has dark enough of the other color, so I'm going to go in with the darker color again. Put it in here. Maybe I won't blend it out as much this time because I want it to stay dark on the outside. So for me, I am done so far. That's just getting the color on, basically. For my next step, I do a cut crease, a half cut crease, just so I can get the sparkles on and the shimmer on and make it look super bold, super stunning. And so I just have this mini shape tape that I got in like the checkout of Ulta because I just wanted it. It was like 10 bucks or something. And it's a really, really light concealer, so I use this to cut my crease. And I take a Morphe M432, which is just a flat brush, and I kind of like squeeze it to make it like really thin. And then I just go and follow. First I have to get the mirror, but I dot some on my eye like that. You barely see it, and then I look up, and then it puts the dot where it should be, like where your eyelid is, where when you look up, and where that crease is. So that's like the easiest part to get your like lining up there. So now I know where my crease is, so now I just follow that mark that my eye made when I when I opened it, and I do it halfway across my eyeball. Almost done, and I add some more in the middle. And then to blend it out, I honestly just take my finger because we're going to be putting shimmer on anyways, so this part doesn't need to look perfect. Now I'm going to do my other eye, and then I'll be back to show you the shimmer. Okay, so now that I did the concealer on both eyes, I do the shimmer just with my finger. I think it works best. And I start with the darker shimmer on the bottom, and I put that closest to the crease color, starting towards the outside of my eye. This one, it's not that like crazy pigmented shimmer. It's supposed to be like a natural, beautiful shimmer, not like a blinding one, which that's why I love it so much. It's not obnoxious. And then I'll do the same on the other eye. You can use a lot on your finger just to get the color that you want. And I do this pretty close to the inner corner just because I want it to be like my main color on my eyelid. Okay. don't know how well you can see that. And then I take the brightest shimmer right here, and then I do the very inner corner. And I do bring up the sparkles kind of up into my crease because I like how it looks. When it's higher up, you can kind of see it more. So I bring the sparkles up, both shades, bring it up just to make it super, super glowy. So now I finish off with the blending. I kind of like to wait in case I want to fix something and I don't mess up like the final product. So now that I'm like pretty much done with it, I notice like right here I want to like blend the outside more. So I just kind of go in with my fluffy dense brush and blend it out more. Again, not worrying about how it looks down here. And then that is pretty much what I do for my eyeshadow. So it's super pinky rose gold. So pretty. I love it so much. So it looks really good in like golden hour when you're taking a picture, and I'm obsessed with it. So next I just do some brown eyeliner. I feel like I always need some sort of eyeliner. I just like how it looks. So I just go in and do like a tiny thin line of this, and I do buff this out a little bit. So again, it does not have to be like the neatest line in the entire world. I kind of like make it a little janky and then I blend it out because I like how that looks. Okay, and then I'm going to do the other eye and put some mascara on, and then I'm going to show you how I finish everything, and it'll just be quicker because everyone wants to put mascara on. Not a big deal. Okay, so my mascara is on, and I finished my eyeliner, and that's pretty much it for the top of my eyeballs, and then I'm going to show you how I finish my face with something like this. So next is concealer. Time to clean everything up. My favorite part. I'm using the Urban Decay Stay Naked concealer. This might be a little light for my foundation today, but we're just gonna roll with it. Again, we're gonna get real up close here, and I'm gonna take the excesses on my beauty blender and clean that shit up. I do this literally every day because I think it makes me look dead if I have eyeshadow below this point. It's just something from doing my makeup for a long time. It's just what I like best. And I mean, you don't have to do it, but I think it looks really nice and neat when you do it. You just have to make sure you blend it out really good so it doesn't look like you have a crazy line. That one. So satisfying for me. It's like, finally, you look human, you're back. And then I usually, if I have excess on my beauty blender, I'll like bring my concealer down a little bit on the sides of my nose because I do like having this area super bright because I do have dark circles and they are my biggest pet peeve about myself. So, and then I usually just tap this with my finger to kind of make it less drastic. If it still looks like really drastic, you can just take a brush and kind of blend the eyeshadow out a tiny bit, not too much, because then you'll have to do it all over again and then the eyeshadow will be back. And then I'm using my Kylie translucent powder. And oh, I just got powder everywhere. There's no way to like put it back in. Okay, so now I just bake a little bit. And then again, I bring it down here. I have to look up because I have so many wrinkles. And then actually I forgot, I usually conceal down my nose as well. It's the only other place that I do this. I like my nose to be a little different of a shape. Sue me. Just looks a little tinier and cuter. I mean, I don't have a big nose or anything, but I just like how it looks. Oh, cute. Okay, I baked down my nose, and then next, as I'm baking, I do use some of like the excess powder that was on the beauty blender, and I kind of hit my forehead because that's the only spot that I feel like I have some texture that looks, I don't like how it looks in pictures. So I kind of hit that just a tiny bit. I don't like to powder my face. I like to be glowy. So I only powder in those places and not the rest. And then next, I do bronzer. Again, still using my MAC Golden. And just kind of contouring with it. I did just order the KKW Cream Contour from Ulta and a new foundation and all that stuff, so I'll probably end up reviewing it. But this summer I want to be like just cream stuff. I don't even want to use powder. I mean, I might still under my eyes just so my wrinkles don't pop off. But I want to like be a glowy cream contour face rather than powdering it because of how dry my skin is. And just trying to glow this summer. I mean, if we have one, I think we're gonna have one. I'm trying to stay positive that I'm gonna have a summer. And then I just take my fluffy brush and I run it down my nose, down here. Sometimes I go under my lip because that makes a little bit of a pout. And then I take my bake off really quickly because, again, I'm a dry ass bitch. And I wipe this off. But the excess, kind of dust my forehead. Kind of do that. Okay. So, eyes. Boom. And then now I do under my eyes, so I take just another flat one. This is like the Anastasia one that comes with the palettes. And what am I? Oh. I'm just going to take the darker color from the palette that I used in my crease and kind of buff it on the bottom. You can kind of connect it to your your outer corner like that. So it looks like it's dragging down from your makeup on your eyelid. I don't know why my mouth has to be open when I do things like this. Anyone know? Is it just like a reaction? Okay, and it's usually, maybe I'll do a little bit more over here. I try to focus the eyeshadow that I put under my eye to the outer corners because it widens your eyes, and even though I already have big eyes, I like to make them look bigger for whatever reason. Just, I like to look like a crazy, like a bug or something. And then I do a little bit of mascara. Oh, I got that all over my under eye. On the bottom. Like so. And I'm gonna let that dry so I don't mess up my concealer. And then I take my blush, MAC Cheer Up, and it's like a squishy blush. I just kind of dip my same powder brush in there. I use the same one because I move my mascara. It's the same one because I don't care. And then I take my highlight and I go in on my nose with my exclamation point moment. And then with my finger, I'm going to do it in the inner corner, and I'm going to bring it up like that. I'm just going to do a little flick of the wrist, and I bring it all the way up almost to my eyebrow. I think it just really opens my eye up, and I freaking love it. So I do that on both sides, and I do under my brow, and if I need to add more, I add more. This just, I think, makes my eyes like, I don't know, maybe not, maybe it's just me, but I'm gonna keep doing it though. So I did that, and then I'm gonna make sure all the foundation's off my lips. Good. And now I'm gonna finish off with my lip color. And sometimes I do wear false lashes, I forgot to mention. If I'm actually doing a shoot, I'll probably put false lashes on just because that is what looks best in pictures. But for today, I'm not going to, because I'm starting to really respect and admire my natural lashes, which I never usually did. Used to get extensions and wear falsies every single day. I'm talking every day. And like, not just like little wispies, I was wearing like Lily Lash Miami every single day. So again, I liked making my eyes look ginormous, but no, we're too old for that shit and we don't care anymore. So we're back to doing shit like this. Just gonna put a little bit more chapstick on before we use our Kylie Lip Kit Matte Liquid Lipstick in Kylie. A Kylie lipstick in Kylie. Dot it. Put a tiny bit. I do not like having matte dry lips at all, but I really like this color. And it kind of goes with my eye. And then I just take my NYX Butter Gloss and Creme Brulee, and I just do a little bit on the bottom just to kind of make it less matte. And it kind of makes it a little bit lighter. And I think the glossiness goes with my shiny, shimmery eye today. Okay, so that is the finished product for my eyeball. Now I'm gonna go outside where it's really bright, even though I'm sitting in front of a giant window, but I'm still going to go outside and show you guys what it looks like and how I would take a pic with this right now. So, okay, so I'm now outside on my balcony, and I just wanted to show you like a natural light why I call this so glowy. And I'm wearing that blue dress with pink floral that I showed in my haul that I never tried on, and it actually fits me and I really like it. It goes really good with this eye and lip, and I'm obsessed. I just want to show you natural light, why I call it glowy and why it really is, because I feel like it wasn't showing as much, but yeah, I'm obsessed. Well, let me know if any of you try this, because I think it will look really good on a lot of different eye colors, like blue, green, honestly any eye color, but just blue eyes is just a color that really makes them pop. Yeah, so hope you got some inspo for this, and let me know if you liked it.